Good day, everybody. We're back, and today we're going to be working on a 2018 Chevy Cruze. We're going to be doing an O2 sensor on it. And there it is right there. That's our new part. On this car, there are two. There's a bank 1 and a bank 2 further down the exhaust system. There's one before the cat and one after. We're going to be doing bank 1, but we're also going to be covering how to do bank 2. On this vehicle, both sensors are identical. So it's the same one front and back. There's just two of them. Having said that, let's get started. This is a very simple job. It only requires some basic hand tools, and we do have a couple kinds of O2 sensor remover tools, sockets. We've got this style. These ones they're not as good for taking them out. They can kind of open up. These ones are stronger and they're offset. We have both here, but you don't need them. You can do it with a good set of vice grips. They're really stuck in there, or just a good sized wrench. We're going to show you how to use both ways, and you'll need your new sensor, of course. We've got that right here, and some anti-seize if it doesn't come with it, and a lot of times they do. So let's get started. I'm going to start by popping the hood. This is the 1.4 ecotech turbo, and there is the bank 1 O2 sensor right there. And bank 2, we're going to have to go under the car to show you this one. You can see it from up here. Well, you can see the wire. That's it, but there's a bracket in the way, so we'll take you underneath there and show you where it's located under the car.
And that is the bank 2 sensor right there.
Right there. Now we're going to have to remove this cover, and this is a T30 Torx, and remove the oil filler cap. Put them in your parts bucket. Don't lose anything. Remove the cover, foam. You don't really have to remove this one, but while we're in here, we're going to clean it up. Now we're going to unplug the connector, and that's it right there. You have to unlock it first. You see this white piece of plastic? Just click that once, twice, like that. Now to press it, just squeeze it towards the body. Just like that. Okay, now that we've got the wire unplugged, we've got our assortment here, so we might as well start with just good old wrench. And put that on there, and you know, if it's not too rusted in there, or you know, this car isn't very old, it should just come out, and oh yeah, that was a breeze.
Oh, yeah,
so there you go, folks. We'll tighten that back up here. There you go, that's all it needs. Move on to this style. What you want to do, this is pretty simple. Just slide it down over the sensor. This bracket's in the way, so we'll put an extension in there. Put our ratchet on it and just give it a twist like that, and there you go. And that's how you use this style. Go ahead and tighten that back up again. And then you've got this style. And this one is 1/2 inch drive. Put an extension on there once again. And then you just break it loose like that. And it's more for installation. When you're taking these out, you can actually cut the wire. I mean, make sure you've got the right one before you do that. But yeah, you have to unplug it first and plug it back in last. So when you're turning it, you're not twisting the wire up. Just like that. Once you've broken it loose, you just remove it by hand. And there it is. Open up our new sensor. Right there. Always have your knife, folks. And there's our new one. Take this, and you can see this one's got the anti-seize on it from the factory. It's just underneath this little plastic cover. So you don't need to anti-seize this one, but if you do, and actually I think we will remove the lower one just to show you how, and we'll put anti-seize on that so it doesn't get stuck in there, because if this one went, that one's probably not far behind it.
True.
So we'll probably be pulling it out later, so we might as well put some anti-seize on it now and make sure it comes out of there.
Yeah, good
Okay,
idea.
so we're going to reinstall this one. There we go. Make sure you're not cross-threading. If you feel any resistance, stop. There's something wrong.
Cross thread is not better than no thread.
Contrary to popular belief. Just like that. Bottom it out by hand. See, that's one thing about these offsets, is they can be an interference. Nothing beats a good old wrench. There you go. Don't over tighten it. Just like that. Bottom it out. And a quarter of a turn, just like that. That's all it needs. Plug the sensor back in. Just like that. Go until you hear the click. And lock it both times. Insert it back into the loom, just like that. Okay, now we're going to start by unplugging bank 2, which is the exact same procedure. So undo the lock. You can see it right there. Give it 2 full clicks. Just like that. You have to get in your way here. Put these in an interesting spot. And there we go. Unplug it just like that. Okay, slide your socket on. There we go. And there you can see. Turn that out by hand. Just going to clean that off. And we're going to put some anti-seize on her and reinstall it. Don't need a lot, folks. Just very carefully, just in the threads. Just like that. Clean off any excess. There you go. Make sure you don't have any on the sensor itself. There you go. Just bottom it out by hand. And just once again, like an 1/8 quarter of a turn. That's all she needs. Okay, and reinstall the connector. And lock it. Reinstall the foam. That's properly seated. And the cover. And the oil cap. And the T30 bolt. And that's it. Close the hood. Well, that's it for today, everybody. We hope you had fun watching. We sure had a lot of fun doing this with you. I hope this is helpful to someone out there. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications.
Good night, everybody.